International Inc. And in today's video, we will talk about inversion chords and arpeggios, right? White keys, major one, okay? So this series, it's about chords and arpeggios, major and minors. It's for late beginners and early intermediate. It's a series of 10 videos, and that they will become part of the course on Teachable. So number one, if you did not check that one, please do number one and number two, because it's a continuous of those. It's about major chords and arpeggio root position. Number two, it's minor chords root position. Now we are into number three, the inversions, major chords. Then it's going to be number four, inversions, minor chords. And then number five is going to be how to play the chords the right way. Then we're going to talk about extended position into the major and how to practice then extended position minor, how to practice, right? Understanding the theory. Number 8 is going to be understanding the theory behind all of this, major and minor half steps, and you know how they're constructed. And number 9, long arpeggios. That's going to be for more like for intermediate level, how to practice and yeah, how to become really efficient on it. And number 10 is going to be long arpeggio into the minors. You know, up and down and stuff like that, okay? So yeah, so welcome to this, and let's get started with our number 3, inversions. What are inversions? So inversions, you know, is the word, you know, can you understand inversions? Upside down, alright? So if I would take here, you can see my camera, if I would take C, E, G, I'm gonna go to the majors obviously today. Now if I flip-flop them, meaning you can play the same note, C, E, G, but in different order. So different order would be E, G, and this C. I'm going to play it over here. That is inversion number 1. So from here, 1, 3, 5, C, E, G. I'm going to E and G becomes the same, but I'm changing the fingers, and the numbers C on the top is going to be first turn, right? Then G and C, they will become the same, but E, I'm going to play it to the top. So in that case, it's going to be G, C, E. You see, it's a different position of the C chord. And I now finally, if I flip-flop one more time, meaning I play upside down, G, I'm moving all the way to the top, and right now I have back the root position an octave higher. So what I want to tell you with this, these are all C chords, because I'm always using C, E, and G. Different positions, but they're all C chords. Again, C chord this one, root position. E, G, C, inversion number 1. G, C, E, inversion number 2. C, E, G, again in root position. So each chord, because we're having 3 notes for each chord, we will have 3 positions. The root one that we just taught in number 1, right? 3 notes played together, and then it's inversions. You just start the same chord with the middle note, and then with the 3rd note or the 5th note, right? The G, E, C, and then back. So it will have 3 different positions. So stop the video and try to do it and really see it at this moment in time. All right? Now, once you do this one and you understand the concept of inversions, now it will make more sense for you when I said in the first video, if you remember, when I said the name of the chord is given by the bottom note, right? But only when it's in a position of 2/3 or 2 skips. That would be a C chord, and then that would be a D chord. Right now, you see this one, it does have E in the bottom, right? But this is not an E chord, because you don't have 2 skips. You have a skip or a 3rd and a 4th over here. So this is C chord somewhere in a fake book or somewhere, it's a C/E. That means it's C chord in the first inversions. And then if you see C/G, that means it's still C chord with the G in the bottom. Okay, I hope you do understand this, and do ask me questions if I was clearly enough. Let me know, because it's so much clutter in the internet until you really understand major chords, root position, minor chords, root position, and right now inversion. So you will be very clear which one is which and why they are like that. You need to really understand, not only memorize them. Alright, like I need to memorize and then you memorize millions of chords. It's not that how it works, in my opinion. First you understand and then you practice, and then when you practice, then it becomes embodied by your fingers, and it will be very easy actually then to reproduce them with the fingers. Okay, so right now pay attention what are the right fingering. On the root it's 1, 3, 5. On the first inversion it's 1, 2, 5. Here it's a 2, 5. Alright, we could not put a 3, because if you see, if I would use number 3, my hand it's turned this way a little and it doesn't make sense. We need to be balanced on our weight, right? The next one is gonna be 1, 3, 5 on this one. Balance, right? So don't use number 4 or number 2 on the second position. And then again 1, 3, 5, right? I'm gonna show you how to practice in a second, but just I want to make sure that you understand this. And the good news is that all inversions, major and minor, we will use exactly the same fingering as in C major. So don't freak out, just watch here. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the left hand. So we're gonna have 5, 3, 1. The next one is 5, 3, 1 again. Alright, so it's not a 2 and it's not a 4, it's a 3. Alright, 5, 2, 1 is gonna be the next one, and this one. Alright, so do stop the video right now and write it down and try to play it a little bit just for you to have a feeling of it. I will repeat: left hand 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1 on E, G, C, 5, 2, 1, alright, and 5, 3, 1 again. Alright, so right now again do practice and then do listen to whatever I'm saying right now. You will practice separate hands, you know. I will show you how to practice separate hands, you know, like you can do like that 3 times in chord. 1, 2, 3 in chord. 1, 2, 3 in chord. And chord. Opposite. Always opposite. Chord. Obviously, if you need to practice slowly, do slowly. And relax your wrist. Relax everything. Don't stay like that. You know, relax. And then left hand, same situation. So again, stop the video right now and practice a couple of times. When you are ready to put it both hands together, I want to make you aware of some situations. So the first, the root, not big deal. 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so they're not. The next inversion though, you gotta pay attention, because we're having 1, 2, 5 on the right hand, and left hand is gonna be 5, 3, 1. Alright, so this is 3 here and 2 here. So when you want to put in both hands, you will have a little bit of coordination challenge, right? So you just gotta pay attention that here is number 2 and here is number 3, all right? The hand will want to play, instead of number 2, maybe number 3, like to the left hand. Try to not do that, or the left hand will try to copy the right hand, and we will want to do a number 3 on the G, because right hand has a number 2 here. So try and really ground that. And do it a couple of times. If you watch the number 2 video, I gave you an exercise how to do it. You know, all the situations, you know, right? And then the next inversion here, you have on the right hand 1, 3, 5. On the left hand you have 5, 2, 1. Right? So the right hand it will have in the middle number 3, and then the left hand it will have number 2. So again, it's a challenge. You gotta pay attention there. Going like that, or like that. You see, I'm just playing these notes in different order. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just making up an exercise right now as you speak. 1 up, 1 up, right? Right? And right? So this is the reason that I told you in the first and second video, you to memorize what are the keys that you are pressing when you do major and minor chords, because right now actually you need to turn them upside down. So you need to know which one is which. It will be much easier for you. So what I would do, I would stay with C major and then F major and then G major, that I'm going to show you in a second right now, for a couple of days, because R is the same feeling into the fingers. As you remember, C, F, and G major chords, you know, they are exactly the same feeling, white keys. So inversions, they will be into the white keys. So I would practice these inversions for a couple of days, and then I will go to D, E, and A, because again we're having a black key in between. So right now I'm gonna go to F. F, A, C, root. So starting with right now, I'm gonna go a little bit faster. F, A, C, the root. A, C, F, 1, 2, 5. Inversion number 1. A, C, F. C, F, A. C, F, A. 1, 3, 5. 2, 3, 4. And back. And then opposite. Must do opposite. You see the fingers, F, C, A, C, A, F, left hand. 5, 3, 1, F, A, C, you know it. 5, 3, 1, A, C, F. C, F, A. Opposite. 1, 2, 5, A, F, C. F, C, A, 1, 3, 5. Right? So you can write down and try to do it always right. Separate hands, you know, and then both hands. G major right hand. G, B, D. B, D, G. 1, 2, 5. D, G, D. 1, 3, 5. G, B, D. Backwards. D, B, G. B, G, D. Right? 5, 3, 1. G, D, B. 5, 2, 1. D, B, G. Right? I'm used to say sol, si, re with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. So I'm like, okay. Left hand. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1. sharp here. A, D, F sharp, and then this. Backwards. Right? Do I went enough slow? Do rewind. Left hand. 5, 3, 1. 5, 2, 1. 5, 3, 1. Opposite. 1, 2, 5. Right? E major is going to be the same. B, E, G, E, G, B, B, G, E, G, E, C, B, E, B, G sharp. You can speed it, you can go slow in your settings. If I go too fast, good. A. Right now I'm trying both hands. You see the fingering, right? And then finally this one, that's a little bit more challenging. B major. If you don't want to do that one, don't do it for the moment because it's a little too much, too many sharps. You don't need to do it. Right? Right. So do leave me the questions, So again. You see how I'm practicing each inversion. So again, pay attention to how you coordinate right and left hand for the fingering point of view. Very, very, very important, okay? And right, ask me questions. Again, I want to thank the Patreon, my Patreon supporters, because I cannot do it without your financial help. Believe me, it's a lot of work, and thank you, I'm so grateful. If you'd like to become one, just you will see the link into the description and buy me a coffee. I would really appreciate your appreciation, right? And something fun just for June and July, as I'm recording this in May 2022. For June and July, summertime, I'm just doing very fun offer. 4 classes, $125 online. For whoever wants to ask me privately something and do 4 classes together, only for June and July available. So you will find my email into the description. And I'll see you to the next one when we're gonna do the inversion chords, minor chords. Pretty much the same thing, but on minor. So I will make sure you practice the right way, okay? So click the link above and get to the minors. Up the